Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So here in the Pacific Northwest on the Lower Hood Canal, it is getting cold, everybody. Today was burr cold. Can't tell you exactly what the temperature is, but oh, it was cold. That gorgeous, wonderful weather we had. Well, it wasn't pouring down rain today, which was a good thing. It was clear and cold. Some days, the clearest days are the coldest, but it was cold. So, December 2024's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 27. Yes, it's still Happy New Year. We are not out of January yet. Hank might get lucky. This cold weather keeps up. We just might get snow. We have had snow in February before, so it's not out of the question yet. So let's take a look at the kit. So the kit was called Notes from the Heart. No images, just sentiments, which, guys, has made me so extremely happy. I have been able to get into my stash of wonderful things I have purchased and use them, which makes me so happy. So let's take a look. So we got to make 3 of this card, 3 of this card, and 3 of this card if you made them as they were designed, which you know if you watch my channel. I do not do that. I do my own thing. You got 9 Mossy Meadow envelopes. This white piece you see here, that is a sticker label which you do not have to use on the envelopes. Over here, this QR code would lead you to a video to show you how to put the kit together as it is designed. A visual of everything in the kit, the coordinating colors. This is a set of three dies that coordinate with October, November, and December's kit. This QR code will show you how to purchase the add-ons. The new set of add-ons, yes, my hubby ordered it for me, and my new envelopes and magnetic sheets have arrived. So this is the new add-on called Spring is in the Air, and it coordinates with January, February, and March's Paper Pumpkin. Now, I did make 3 Valentine theme cards using the heart, the hive, and the bee. And those are already up there. So let's get on with it. Videos 1 through 5, I show you everything that's in the kit. After that, we move on. So these sentiments, guys, do not forget you have them. If you're like, oh, I need something that says, you know, thank you. Oh, hey, we have a sentiment only stamp set. This is it. So we have just a note. Happy birthday, best of luck, lots of love, get well soon, hello, congrats, and thank you. The only one I have not and will not be using is congrats, because I don't have any baby sets, because I just don't have or know anybody has babies, and it's not usable for me. So therefore I won't be using it. Okay, let's get on with it. So we are making one of those large cards again. And so this is a pre-made card and envelope that I have. And the card is much smaller than the envelope it came with, but hey, that's the way it was. And I've had these for a while in my stash, and I'm going to start using up things. Okay, so this card base is 6.5 by 10, scored at 5.5, and it's going to be landscape. So it's 6.5 this way, 10 this way, and it's scored at 5 inches. So, and it's a really nice, thick, pretty thick, nice card base. It's just, I've had these forever. They've been sitting in a box, and I redid some stuff in my room, thanks to my Aunt Carol buying me some great storage boxes for Christmas that I told her I really liked. And she bought them for me at Walmart. So layer number 1 is 6 by 4.5, and that's in Blackberry Bliss. Layer number 2 is half of a card base, and then what we're going to do is we're going to cut off the scallops. Now, I could use one of the circles from the kit, but this is an extra one of my scrap bit from an old paper pumpkin. I'm going to use it instead just because it's handy and it was there. And we're not going to use the extra vellum leaves. We're just going to use the blackberry piece, and that's it. And then today I was out with my daughter, right? And we ran into Staples. And guys got to see this. So this was on clearance for $5. Right? And it was all this washi tape. And I love the sparkly, glittery washi tape. And I got it in gold and silver. There's a little bit of white in here. But the purple is what I was after. And I thought of the blackberries. I only have one left. And if you're wondering, why is one little bit a little darker? I don't know if you can see that. Because I started sponging on it. And yes, you can do that. So for $5 on clearance, I got a whole bunch of washi tape, which I thought would make beautiful, gorgeous accents on a card without adding any dimension. Because, you know, I think about mailing purposes. So this is an idea. Oh, so what else do we have? So I want to do just a note, and I want a stamp that says thinking of you for the inside. So I brought in some, and we're going to do an extra little bit on the inside to fill it in, because that's a lot of space on the inside of this card. So the stamp I'm going to use is thinking of you from this set called Sincere Salutations. A lot of you may still have this one. I had this. I got rid of it. I think I gave it to my Aunt Carol. And then I found one at the Goodwill, and I repurchased it because it was only a few dollars. And I could not help myself. I was like, oh yes, I want it back. These are really good ones. And of course I could get to it now. So I really like this thinking of you. I'm going to use it. And I want to show you something. So Layering Leaves has a thinking of you. And it is not much bigger than this one here. Okay. So really, to use this one would only because it's current. But this one is just, I mean, I think I'm just going to use it because I have it and I like it. And why not use something that I have and I enjoy using? So, and see, here's another one of those sets that have a speckle. We're not even going to speckle. This one is meant to be very simple. So I was given this touch of ink one. I had given my other one to my Aunt Carol when I got this one. And I thought we would stamp this butterfly here. And this one has, see, there's so many that have speckles. There's a little speckles. It's bigger than that. It's right here. And this one has sentiments. It has best wishes. Thanks so much. This one has a thinking of you as well. Where is it? I'll show you it. This thinking of you here. It's a little smaller, but I thought we could do thinking of you. And this really is going to be really big in there. But why not? Or we could just do some leaves. We could just do leaves on the inside of this. And just fill it up with leaves. That might be really pretty because we have the leaves coming down. We'll do thinking of you and leaves here. Or leaves there and leaves there around the thinking of you to fill in the space. I need the other block. I need this block. I think we'll do the leaves. So we'll do one here, and then we'll do, because this is one of those distinctive images, but it's also a two-step stamp, meaning that you have the detailed, the outline, and then the other part, the center of it. So one on one side, one on the other. So we're going to use those. And let's get started. Oh, and I've got to show you. So when I went into my daughter's bathroom, because Hank, when I went inside before I did this video, he said, Manji, my mom's bathroom's all out of toilet paper. I'm like, okay, I'll go. You can put toilet paper in it. Look at this gorgeous ribbon. Now she makes bows for her dogs on there. So this, I'm sure she bought it at Walmart or the dollar store somewhere. But look at this. This is just as pretty as that washi tape I got. This, I know my Aunt Carol gave me, and my daughter got it from my old ribbon thing. But that looks like fresh freesia. I'm going to steal that one back. But look at this. This is in pink. And I thought, ooh, that peony, right? So, yeah, I snatched those out of the bathroom. I could not help myself. Could not. All right. So, the We are, do I want to add, I think we'll even stamp those leaves. We're going to stamp some of those. We're going to open this up and do the smushy bit first. We're going to stamp those leaves, I think, around the outside. So let's do the border first. So I'm going to smushy this. Smushy. And then I went Old Olive for the center because these really are the colors of the blackberry leaves. It's for all of them, really. But we'll just get it started. Move that out of the way. Okay. Smushy is all done. And we will start with doing some leaves around the edge of this. And we're going to start with the Mossy Meadow. We want some of the branch. Turn it back this way. We're going to have to put a little bit right there because it just needs it. And then it needs a little bit there. All right, I really like that. And I think it needs like a little there. So I'm going to clean that off. Oh, let's do our envelope before I do. I'm going to have to stamp this on the inside, but we're going to do our envelope there. And I think we're going to do it. No, we're going to do it this way. I'm like, which way do I do this? Oh, that way. That looks pretty. Okay, clean it off for a second. My little, oh, no, T followed me back in. I thought for a minute there she didn't come back with me because she's so quiet, but she's back in her old pink donut bed. All right, so that one's cleaned off. We can swap over to the Old Olive ink pad. Oops. And tonight, Hank was going to get a cooking lesson from me in making meatloaf. But instead, I got a call from my husband saying, "Not tonight, honey. I am doing cube steak and rice." I said, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. Like, that's good. He's like, you guys can do meatloaf tomorrow. I'm like, honey, the kids are going to be gone tomorrow. They're going to Jissa's again. He's like, oh, that's even better. He's like, more meatloaf for me. I'm like, no, I'll cook the meatloaf. Or maybe I'll have Hank make it with me this evening. Okay, something. What did I do wrong? This one, oh, here it is. Trying to figure out how that goes. Goes like that. I don't mind if it doesn't line up perfectly with stamps like this. To me, sometimes they look better if they are not perfect. They just have, I hate that this is going to be covered up so much already because I'm really liking what it is. Then we'll just add a little touch there. This one has to go this way. Hold on. Turn it that way, right there. And then I get to play, take care of the neighbor's two little Dotson dogs. Well, my daughter is at Jissa's for the evening. Oh, they're away. My daughter's like, Mom. I'm like, yes, of course I will go over there and let the dogs out of the kennels. I mean, I know they, if in a pinch, if something happened, they would do it for me. And it's Megan, after all. Even if it wasn't, if my neighbor asked me to do it, I would. All right, so there we have all of that done. I think when you see this, I mean, I could trim it down even farther, but look at all that wonderful green on there now. And this, we could even add if we wanted a little bit on the sides there. But what we're first going to do is I don't want the scallop on there. The reason being is because I want to do almost like a present with this washi tape, kind of like you would ribbon, like you would ribbon or something, because I want this to go in the center. But the washi tape, you can't really put it over the scallop. So if you're wondering, why is she cutting it off? There is a reason. The reason being is because I need a straight edge on all 4 sides. So I'm just putting it in here, and I'm just taking the littlest off to give me the scallop. So I'm not going to give you this measurement. Just know that I'm just removing those little scallops. I'm not going to be putting the washi tape over it. So now I need to take a look-see. You know, that's kind of my thing. Because this is going to lay here. And this is going to be here. And then I'm going to have my present like wrap of washi tape here and here. And I'm thinking, do I want to add... At first, I really wanted that clean and simple look. And as I'm looking at it, we're going to sponge in Blackberry Bliss. Or we'll sponge in Mossy Meadow. That will do the trick that I need it to. Okay, so let's sponge first. And I'm going to just tap it in the Mossy Meadow. Tap it off. Because I have been huffing on it an awful lot. So I do want to do it straight and then bring it back. I can go all the way up. You can see it, there's a lot of ink that's been taken off of it. So I bring it back in. Load it back up, trying to make sure I don't get it in the old olive. Because I have done that before. Okay, and then I tip it back in straight. And then tip it back in. Straight, and then tip it back in. Load it back up. Tap some off. It's like painting. You don't just dip your paintbrush in and then glop all that paint on. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I've ever told you. So when we first moved into our house, the summer we were here, we decided to paint this house, right? And so I picked this blue paint. And you guys are going to laugh, okay? It was literally the color of the Smurfs. It was known as the Smurf house for 2 years. And I remember looking at this house and I'm telling my husband, oh no, and he's like, we don't have the money to repaint this house. He's like, this is the color of the house. The house is going to stay this color. And I was like, no, 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 no. This is horrid. He's like, you picked the color. The house is staying this color. What ended up happening is the paint started peeling, and we had did the primer, you know, we had done all that stuff. And so they refunded, well, not refunded. They allowed us, they gave us brand new paint and primer. So 2 years later, when it was peeling and flaking like crazy, we got new paint. He picked the color after that. No wonder why he has a say in everything, right, that we bring in this house. But what was so funny is there were two colors. There was the dark blue on the main house, and then it was a lighter Smurf blue. It was still Smurf blue. But in the back, as my husband's painting, what we didn't know is our children decided to finger paint in the trim paint, because I was doing the trim, my husband was doing the main house, and you know, it's summertime, the kids are outside, and they're so little. You know, they were so little. How they could get into such a mess. So we started in the back part of the house, and we're going around, and we get around and we're almost to the front of the house, and he's like, you know, the kids are being awful quiet in the backyard. I'm like, yeah. And I go back there, and there are handprints and smear prints of the lighter blue on the darker blue paint. And it's all along where as far up as they could reach, there's like marks looking in the paint and fingerprints everywhere. Both of them. Paint dripping on their clothes all the way down them. It was a madhouse. There was just paint everywhere and their fingerprints. Oh, of course they don't remember this at all, but my husband and I do. Oh my gosh. He was like, no. I was like, no. He's like, you get the kids. I'll fix the house. Oh my gosh. I was spraying them down with the water hose outside. And of course they were screaming. They did like the cold water, but I was like, oh no, you are not coming in the house like this. Oh, yes. And he had to go back and repaint all that. Oh, it was funny. It was super hot too that year. Thank goodness, because it dried rather quickly. They were helping, right? Oh, geez. No wonder why Hank is the way he is. He gets it naturally from this family of ours. Mischievous little things they are. So this is what we want to work on now. So I need black, not rich razzleberry. That can go back in the retired drawer. I need the blackberry bliss. Fresh Frisia. There we go. Because we are going to, and I wasn't sure this was going to work. Now this is pretty. This is like a Highland heather. I think it would be pretty on Fresh Frisia as well. But what I liked about this is that I can dye this. Blackberry Bliss. That's Mary. Mossy Meadow. Blackberry Bliss. So I am going to keep it basically on the roll. And ooh, look at that. Got to keep my arms off the table or it bounces. So let's figure out how much I need, hopefully. So about to here for the first one. So I got a ways to go. Let's just mark it there. And then color it in. It didn't take too long. Who knew, right? Who knew? All right, washi tape. Now, because washi tape to me is not a permanent fix, I'm going to add a little bit of glue on this. Or better yet, this is where I want it. So I'm going to add a line of glue here, straight down, as straight as I can get it. And then put my washi tape down. Ooh, that was almost perfect. Oh, great. Now, of course, it's going to be all over me. Never fails. Well, it's just going to have to be what it is. All right. there's one. Then the other one is going to be, we want that up higher, right about there. Should probably have taken a tissue and rubbed over it, but too late now. All right, let's cut it. I'm going to cut it extra so I have something to hold on to, because I am going to clean my hands again. Tissue to wipe it off on. So I want this way up there, so right about here. It also gives me a line of sight by doing that. Higher. And I'm going to have to do my hands again. Well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this now and I'm going to rub some of that Blackberry Bliss. If you can't beat it, join it. I'm going to rub it all in there. Make it look like I intended to do that. It ain't going to hurt it at all. It is not going to hurt it. Ain't is not a word. Mrs. Reinhardt would be so disappointed in my English. All right. So let's get this glued on. I gotta put my towel down. It's probably gonna look very nice with all this smeared up little bit of ink everywhere. I have no doubt it's gonna look pretty. Ooh, it's gonna look really nice on there. Oh, that looks really well. All right, except for that little bit. All right, so we are gonna take this and we're gonna smear some of that on there as well. But Mossy Meadow is gonna be what we use to stamp our sentiment on here. And we don't even need, oh, no, we do, because it's just a note. I was like the inside. The inside is going to have the other one. So just a note is going to be on this one. Now, where is my leafy stamp? We can add a little bit there. Let's see, just trying to figure out if I want to do that or do it this way where it has more. We'll do it this way. Gotta clean it off again. So we can get the old olive, which needs to come back into play. Swap them out. I mean, this is what's so awesome, is that you just get the opportunity to mix stuff you probably already had. Now this to me needs a little more Blackberry Bliss. So what did I use around the edge of that one? That one we used this. This one we're going to add a little Blackberry Bliss there and a little on that side just to give it a little bit of contrast. Let's see about adding some there. And just adding a little bit more purple in there. We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna go all the way, right? All right. This one's probably gonna have to have dimensionals because of that. And that means this is gonna go like so. Oh, that is so pretty. Now I'm thinking maybe I do want the vellum leaves, which is okay. It's okay that I didn't want them before, but now I'm thinking I want to color these in Mossy Meadow, and I think it's going to make it stand out that much more. So I can bring them in. I can always say, okay, I didn't think I need them, but we need them now. We need them now. So let's just tap, tap, tap. Let's try to do it quickly since I didn't intend to bring these in. Then we'll smear it with the tissue, cut it up, and it's just going to make it that much better. So it looks like I have been really using the vellum with each of the ephemera pieces in this kit, and that just might be how it continues to be used. Okay. So let's smear it together just to give it a bit of color, because otherwise these leaves, you guys, you just can't see them. Now you can at least see them, right? All right, and we're gonna cut them apart again, like I've been doing. So here we're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this, and I'm gonna cut it here kind of at a little bit of a curve. Cut this one here. And then this one gets cut. Ta-da! And this one as well. There we go. So now I have 3 pieces. A little cleanup on aisle 1, right? That probably won't show. Let's take a look at what we have. Yeah, it's definitely going to have dimensional. So let's clean that up. That won't show. Not sure if that one goes there. Uh-oh. That was hubby. I think he's started dinner. Okay, this one. Just have to lay them down and then take a look at everything. Just giving, oh, so much better. It definitely needed the leaves. And this. And that is going to go up. There we go. So I now can put my leaves in place with some glue dots. Oops, and it just moved on me. Please let me get it. I know that one leaf goes right there. I don't want to put it there. We'll be able to see the glue dot. Then this one, keep that over there as much as possible. All right, let's take a look. Perfect. This is definitely going on dimensionals, and so is this one. And I'm okay with it. Originally, I was just going to glue it all flat, but this one, and then 2 minis. Ooh, glass mat is slipping and sliding there. One there, and one here. Oops. Come on, I didn't want you. I want you a little farther down. Okay. No, I'm not happy with you there. Sorry. Just... Okay. Get over that. So I'm going to put one here. One right there. One here, one there. Just setting it down and seeing, and then there one right here. And then I'm hoping that will do it. Then I can put bling on this one, and we'll see what bling we have to go with this. I didn't think that far ahead. Lovely, but definitely need the bling, and not the bling that came with the kit. We need some. Yeah, I'm gonna run into the same thing about the bling, is that none of the bling suits me with the Blackberry Bliss on me. Nope, nope, nope. None of that box. Ooh, I have those. Those are really big. This is a big card though, right? Let's see. I mean, I could do... Yeah, why not? Okay, 1, 2... and 3. That works for me. Ah, they're big. It's gonna cost to mail it, but that's okay. I don't mind. This is a great card. Now we have to work for the inside of it. We're not done. We are not done, guys. The inside. So let's hold on. I don't want these things on the floor. I swept the floor. I want to keep it clean for as long as possible. It will get there, but it's gonna stay nice for maybe another day, maybe. So we are gonna stamp those leaves. So we're gonna tie it all in. So Sincere Salutations, very old stamp set. One of my favorites. I can't believe I got rid of it. It went to a good place. Nothing sad about that. So we're going to do the inside because I should have done Just a Note in Blackberry Bliss. So we are going to stamp this in Blackberry Bliss. Thinking of you. Okay. Now for the Mossy Meadow in the leaves. To tie it all in. Right? Oh. Do I just do it down below? I think so. I think we're just going to have it right there. I wish I could do just 3, like 3 leaves up here, but I'm good with just that. We'll see in a minute what I can come up with. Turn this one over. I mean, I could just ink up a few of them and do it, which is probably what I'm going to do. All right, clean it off, because I'm not getting any other stamps out, though I'm sure I could, but we're not. Where there is a will, there is a way, and I know a way. Alrighty. First of all, let's check to make sure no ink. No ink on it. Move that. What I want to do is I just want to ink up this portion of it. I could cut the stamp, but this is really, really close and I don't want to. So I'm going to try. If it was red rubber, I'd just ink it up with a marker. But let's just try to ink these. We're going to use this as a bit right there. Yes, that should do it. So now we don't have quite so much. I need to get this little bit in here. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Am I being picky? Maybe, but it needs to be just a little bit more. What else do I have? I need a little bit more covered. I don't want to cut the stamp. I just want the Y. Now the trick is going to be getting the other side inked up. Yeah, totally missed a section in there. All right, let's try. Let's take off some of that ink to where it looks all cohesive. Let's try that. That looks good. That will work. Clean it off so I don't get hopefully so much ink. So now I just don't want to ink up these two with the old olive. So what did I say? I don't want to ink up. I want this one, this one, this one, and this one inked up with this, and then I can go in. Apparently I think my hubby's dinner that he made is done. That's what he's coming out to try to tell me. I'll be going in. There we go. Now we have a nice inside and a beautiful outside. And we already did this, but we are going to stamp. I really wish I wouldn't have stamped the hello now in Mossy Meadow, but I want to use the little hello from the kit and stamp that right there. Why? Because I can. Because I can. Because I can. All right, closing up the ink pads, and I'm going to give my hands a little clean off. So just in case, hopefully. anything is on me, which is possible at this moment, right? So there's our envelope. And this is our card. This is my last Blackberry Bliss ephemera piece. I cut one apart. I'm pretty sure this is my last one. I have 2 more peonies and I have 1 more fern. And the peonies, I already know I want to use that sparkle ribbon with, which I think would be gorgeous. But I am happy and so, I mean, I've just had a blast with this set. It's just given me such an opportunity to use things that I have. So, wow. You know what? That smearing of the purple on the card base, absolutely love it. So sometimes little mistakes like the smearing went from my hands, that worked out beautifully on this, I think. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'm sure that my husband has been coming out here twice to let me know. I just held up my hand like, not now, and love him to pieces because he's like, he just did, okay, gotcha, to let me know dinner's ready. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all again in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.